Justin Overmiller. We're here at the Landmark Expo teaching some Stop the Bleed, and I wanted to just take a second and just demonstrate two things for you. The first is how to use a tourniquet. These are practice tourniquets, but they're practice tourniquets that are very similar to a cat tourniquet, and so that's the most common tourniquet. And so I just wanted to demonstrate how to apply that to yourself. These are very simple, so all we're trying to do is be able to stop bleeding in an extremity. That's what these are good for. They work very simply. So it's just a loop here that we're going to put if I had bleeding that was very severe out of my arm. I'm just going to take this tourniquet and put it up as high as I can on my arm and pull that down just as tight as I can. Wrap that around, and then there's a little windlass that you start turning and it gets tight. And so we turn that. If this is in a for real situation, we turn that until the bleeding stops. And so once that's stopped, we can bring the rest of this over and put our little keeper across and then get help. So that's the very simple down and dirty on how to put a tourniquet on yourself. You can do that on your leg the exact same way. The advantage there is you have two hands to work with, so same process though. And then the other thing that we can utilize is just gauze. So whether that's a gauze roll that you have, there's gauze that has bleeding stopping things. It's called quick clot is the most common one. So if we have a laceration in our skin or a stab wound or something like that, we can take gauze and we just start stuffing it in the wound. So we stuff it in there, stuff it in there, stuff it in there. The goal is to create enough pressure down inside there that it will help stop bleeding. Much like putting a tourniquet externally, it's just getting enough pressure that we stop that bleeding. And so that's the second thing we can do. If you don't have gauze, you can use a shirt, anything you have available. Just real quickly on where to get these supplies. Probably the easiest place to get that is a company called North American Rescue. And so we just have a kit here for reference. These kits are somewhere around $52. They have a tourniquet in them that works exactly like these, two flat rolled little vacuum packed things of gauze that I think there's 12 foot of gauze in each one of those, some shears, a bandage, gloves. So simple, $52, North American Rescue. Tourniquets, you can find ones on Amazon. They will be like these. They're not American made. They're not what I would rely on to save your life. Those are $10, they may break. These that are the actual cat tourniquets, they're $30. That's just how it is. North American Rescue is actually the company that makes them, so you can get them there. Just a quick video about that. Stop the bleed, tourniquets, gauze, simple things can be life-saving. Thank you.
If you liked this health beat, please subscribe for more.